Portland. In the airport in Portland.
Kreepers, how the heck are you guys? It's Clearski, and I'm back. That's right, today is going to be another really good one. We've done a ton of filming locations. More specifically, we've done a lot of Gus Van Sant's movies, being from here, the Portland ties, everything like that. And today we're going to focus on the 1991 movie, really great movie by the way, starring two of Hollywood's favorite actors, Keanu Reeves and River Phoenix. That's right. Unfortunately, River's no longer with us, but his memory definitely stays alive. Usually when we do the videos, we kind of do it in order from the movie. We might even explain the movie a little bit more in depth. But today I just really wanted to focus on some of the classic scenes that were filmed all around the Portland area, mostly downtown. So you're going to want to stay tuned. Today's definitely going to be a fun one. My Own Private Idaho, 1991, Gus Van Sant, starts now. And in the movie, there's been a ton of locations right here too for filming. They just recently shot the movie Pig here with Nicolas Cage. We did a whole vlog on it right there. But in the movie, you can see very distinctively Mary's Club in the background here, which is our oldest dancing club, you know, strip bar if you will. And in the movie, Keanu Reeves is on his motorcycle right about here, and River Phoenix is on it behind him, and they're zipping right up Broadway here. And in the background of their bike on the motorcycle, you can see Mary's Club very well in the back. That iconic neon right there makes the movie. And they basically go from Idaho and end up downtown Portland pretty quick. But this is the shot right here. Keanu Reeves would be on his bike right about here with River Phoenix right behind him. And they zip up Broadway here, which I believe in one of the shots you can see. I gotta make this quick too because I'm basically standing right in the middle of the street. But in one of the shots you can basically see all of downtown. A lot of these buildings have probably changed and whatnot. But this is it. This was the spot. So this would have been the shot right about here. You would have seen Keanu Reeves basically go back down this way on the bike. And if you look closely in the shot, you can see all these hotels basically haven't changed other than the names. You can see this old school street lamp post, and all the way down basically on the bike. If you look way off in the distance too in the shot, you can basically see all these awnings and all this old street lamps as well. But that would have been it right there. That's the shot on the bike. Pretty darn cool. So as you guys can see, a lot has changed since '91. But this building right here would have been the actual restaurant that Keanu and River would be sitting in. And at the time of the movie, I think it was a Chinese restaurant. You would have seen some like red curtains and whatnot in the windows all along here. Well, now they're covered with this wood. But there would have been a set of windows, and they would have been sitting basically in this corner seat here. Right around here is where the booth would have been in the shot. And the reason why I know this is because in the shot from the inside, if you were, well, maybe it was this corner actually here, in this corner, and when they flip the camera on the outside, you can actually see a lot of this. But what gave it away to me was this actual doorway here, number 711, with the red door. This trimming around the door that kind of goes up the doorway here and around and then back down and kind of connects here. It's the same style like billet framework that was in the movie, and also this little box and whatnot you would have seen very well in the shot. But that's another little part of the movie that made it right through these windows, is where they would have been sitting having Chinese food after they got into town. But right here, this would have been another location for My Private Idaho. Pretty darn cool. And that's definitely the door. I thought it was this one at first, but as you can see, the like trim work isn't that like billet style as this door is here, with the trim kind of running up the door, around, back down, and then over, as you can see in the screen used shot. And I'm not sure if they're actually going to build a restaurant here again. But what's really ironic is just right across the street in this building is where they shot the new Nicolas Cage movie, Pig. So a lot of filming locations right here on Broadway. Alright, our next stop brings us here to Northwest 13th and Burnside, and if you look straight down here, about a half block, right down directly in front of us is Jake's Famous Crawfish, which is a Portland iconic restaurant. And in this shot, you can actually see, well, a few shots, you can actually see their bright neon there. The iconic Jake's Famous Crawfish sign actually makes the movie. When Keanu Reeves enters the Jake's, it's actually Hoovers, where we're going to go to next. But if you look directly in front of the two characters, and actually one of the characters is Flea. That's right, Flea from the Red Hot Chili Peppers. But yeah, they walk into the front here and it actually turns into the Hoovers Cafe, or Hoovers, which is Portland's oldest restaurant. Pretty cool. Alright, so our next location brings us here to Hoovers Cafe. I kept saying it wrong. And what is funny about this scene is when they go through the movie, they actually go up to Jake's, but in the movie they walk into Hoovers. So I'm going to see if I can go in here and find the table where Keanu Reeves was talking with the guys. And this is in fact Portland's oldest restaurant, right here downtown. That's the booth right there, you guys. So I'm gonna get out from behind the bar because they're busy actually working, but they were kind enough to let me come through and get the actual booth from when they shot the movie. And I believe there was another movie filmed here too not too long ago. Well, I believe it was in the 90s still, but let's go check out the booth. So this would have been right here where Keanu Reeves would have been standing there talking to them. And you can see actually what makes the shot so incredibly cool. Like I said, when they first walk into the Jake's, it's actually not Jake's, it's the inside of Hoovers. And what gives it away is not only their iconic, you know, beautiful interior design with the kind of like archways, but if you look really closely in the shot, you can actually see right up top there in the movie, it says that right there. Since 1879 rather. Another 100 years. So that is the booth right there. That is so cool. That is the exact booth right there. I saw it right away. That is so awesome. So this is another really cool shot. Check this out. As the camera pans back the other way, you can actually see Flea. There's Flea, who was in fact really good friends with River Phoenix. And not to mention, we'll have to come back another time, but they filmed Men of Honor here too with De Niro and Cuba Gooding Jr. So it looks like we're gonna have to do another filming location here shortly. But this bar is beautiful. They've got a full bar. And in some of the shots you can actually see these, you know, the woodwork and all the beautiful trim to the building. They're like archways and stuff. But this is pretty darn cool to be standing basically right here is where Keanu would have been standing right here. I'm standing here talking with one of the really friendly people that work here. You guys are so good. And you said they also use this for Grimm?
They used it for episode Grimm. It was like a Russian bar or restaurant. And they put tablecloths on all the tables, and they just kind of changed it up a bit.
Very cool. And then also, you said there was something else. Oh, Pig with Nicolas Cage. Very cool.
Still out, I think. Yeah.
Very cool. You guys are lucky. That's so neat to have so much history.
Yep.
Thanks so much again, you guys, for having me. I really appreciate you. Not to mention, look at the food, you guys. This is amazing. And they're known for, you guys do turkey all year round, don't you?
All year.
And mainly you can order like the big birds on Thanksgiving, right? That's so cool. God, that looks delicious. I got to get out of here. I'm going to have to eat a plate. And I could be wrong, but I think in the movie Cameron's Books actually makes it as well, which this Cameron's Books has been here for a long time. And in the movie, I believe you can see their neon, or maybe just the yellow there, but I'm pretty sure that makes the movie as well. I really wanted to take you guys here and show you this location, but unfortunately this statue here has been torn down during the riots. So instead I'll share some favorite parts of the movie that I enjoyed. This was a scene here with a cameo by Portland's own Tom Peterson, was a iconic person here in Portland, a salesman and a pitchman. He was friends with Gus Van Sant, and he actually made an appearance in the other drugstore cowboy movie as well. Then there's this scene where River's watching TV in the hotel. If you look out behind him, you can see all of downtown. But the best part about this scene, he's watching The Simpsons. That's right, River loved The Simpsons. And since Matt Groening, the creator of The Simpsons, was friends with Gus Van Sant, he said, go ahead, use it for free. That's chill. I also really like the scene where Gus puts himself in the movie as a bellboy. That's going to do it from Portland, Oregon, the 1991 filming locations, to my own private Idaho. I just want to say rest in peace to River Phoenix and Keanu Reeves. I love all your movies. Until next time, I love you guys. Make sure you hit that red subscribe button. You can also ring that bell. That way when I creep, you guys will be the first to creep. If you did enjoy this, give it a thumbs up. Until next time, Creeper out for now. Peace.